Liza Pay here with Dazia Lawrence for episode 9. Thank you for coming in with me.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So for those who do not know, Dazia Lawrence is the all-time star in Charlotte, okay? So she started off playing at Mallet Creek, then transferred over to UNCC to start her college career. She then transferred over to finish out her career at Kentucky. So kind of tell me, what was your mindset going throughout all of these changes within your career?
First, going to UNC Charlotte, I think Coach Kara at the time, she's now the head coach at Marquette, but she was coaching at Charlotte at the time. She just recruited me very early. I mean, she offered me in 8th grade. So throughout my high school career, I had a lot of injuries and things like that. So she stayed loyal, she stayed down. So that led me to going to UNC Charlotte. All my years, I stayed there for 5 years. I didn't play my first few years due to injury and then COVID. And then, I stayed there. Then I went to Kentucky because Coach Kara decided to go to Marquette. So I was like, I can either go in this portal, non-contact, and just go straight to Marquette, or I can view my options, see what I have. So I was like, let me just see who's out there. Let's just see who's interested in me. And at times, a lot of schools. I was surprised. I'm not even gonna lie.
Really?
I was very surprised.
You put up numbers though.
I did, but at the time it's just like mid-major numbers. You don't know how that's gonna translate to what is now the Power Four. So I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna go. Should I just stay? Should I just stay with the coach that knows me well? That's gonna put me in the best decision. But ultimately, I was like, never know. I wanted a change. I wanted something new, so that led me to Kentucky with Coach Brooks, and I had an amazing time there.
Literally, from stats going on, I'm like, it was a whole different game from you. Like, obviously, you've always had it, but it really showed me who D-Law was. So for you, in that instance, choosing Kentucky, obviously, it was probably your best decision yet. But what did Kentucky really give you in that time?
Overall improvement in my game. I think the biggest noticeable thing about my stats going into Kentucky, I didn't really shoot the 3-ball much. I shot more free throws at UNC Charlotte, attacking the basket, get to my mid-range, my bread and butter. That's what everybody knows me for. Is that mid-range, that pull-up. That's what I'm really known for here. But I remember my visit, Coach Brooks said, your 3-point percentage, I mean, you have a nice shot, you just don't shoot a lot of threes. So going to Kentucky, I was at 32% my whole year at UNC Charlotte. With like 30, 32. I finished Kentucky shooting 39, 40% from a 3. And then I put up more threes my 1 year at Kentucky. In my last 2 years in Charlotte, I was really putting up numbers. So Kentucky, I was just putting up the 3. I was shooting that ball in Kentucky for sure.
So obviously the coaching staff from both perspectives gave you a lot and what you needed. I'm not gonna say you gotta choose one, but let's weigh out the options here, pros and cons with each one.
Oh, I think both. Well, first I have to give Coach Kara her credit in the leader that I am. Coach Kara, we had a very up and down relationship. At first, I was the negative player who was upset because I wasn't getting playing time. But I had to sit in my own stuff and realize that I'm the reason why I'm not playing. So I did all the extra work, and then when it was my time and the opportunity presented itself, I rose to the occasion. So me and Coach Kara, and she helped me a lot on my leadership. We did a lot of just like one-on-one. We had like a leadership book. Me and my teammate JC, we would just have meetings just on leadership, how to be a better leader, communication. So when it comes to my leadership and who I am today, I have to give Coach Kara her credit for that, because she has definitely built me into a great leader. I would say a vocal leader. She has helped me use my voice and find my voice in basketball. So I will give Coach Kara that credit. She has helped me a long way and just become a better person overall. She has helped me just find that stability with basketball and never get too high, never get too low. And Coach Brooks is he's a cool guy, man, but he really teaches you how the life around basketball. Like everything that we do basketball related, he relates it to life, and how it is you can literally translate everything we do on the court to life. So I think playing for Coach Brooks at the time that I did, knowing I was transitioning out of college, so really helped me, that really showed me that everything that you put in is what you get out. Literally, with basketball, with life. So every day he had a gym for us, every single day. It was so many gyms, but I think one of my favorite is life is what I can't even think of it. Life is 10% of what happens and 90% how you respond, or something like that.
It sounds good.
Not something
that
like that. Something like that. Pretty much, life is about how you respond. Like, you're going to go through obstacles. You're going to fall. Like, life is not going to be good all the time, but it's all about how you respond.
So actually, piggybacking on that, you kind of mentioned how Coach Carr kind of led you into that leadership role, and obviously going forward, adversity is going to hit regardless of what situation you're in. So did you kind of learn how to control your reaction? Because as you stated, you were the player that was not getting enough PT at that time, and that can truly, take somebody's ego straight to the ground.
For sure.
So how did you kind of build I would like to say, maybe in a sense, the professionalism and learning how to react in a certain instinct?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that I was on the verge of losing my scholarship at UNC. That's how negative of a person I was being a player, just because I wasn't getting playing time, and I was just being that energy vampire. A lot of people say, just that person that just sucked the energy out the room. And when I really sat right there and realized that, I remember Coach Kara looked at me. She said, "You have another instance, like your scholarship is gone." And in that moment,
and that hit you.
That hit me for real. I'm like,
now,
man. So I would tell you, from that moment on, I just put my head down and I did the work. I did the work, like extra workouts, extra film. You can ask anybody that was on that team that was on, we called it the Gold Squad. Just the people who really didn't get playing time.
Yeah.
Man, it was a point, we on the road doing extra workouts. It was other people joining me doing extra workouts. Like, I'll be on the road, I'm like, can we do, and they have to have a pool. We'd be in the hotel doing pool workouts. And so it got to a point where my playing time was increasing. It was increasing. So I was like, okay, what I'm doing is working. Like, when I say I'm doing extra workouts, extra lifts, I'm getting there early, I'm staying later, because I realized, like, I have to stop being a victim.
Yeah.
Like, if I want it, I have to work for it.
Yeah.
I literally have to work for it. So I think when adversity comes for me, I sit in it, but I don't sit in it for too long. Because life still goes on. And in reality, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
You can complain. Going through one year.
Exactly. Nobody cares. So I think for me, it was about figuring out what it is that I need to do, and just clearly, and obviously figuring out what I wanted. So once I did that, my playing time increased dramatically. Like, my last 2 years at Charlotte, I really turned into a player that I thought I could be, and that the player Coach Kara knew I could be. She put me in a lot of great situations towards the end of my career, and like I said, we did a lot of work for our relationship, for on the court and also off the court. So now she's still somebody that I can call on to this day if I need anything. So Coach Kara. I will say, like, I learned how to deal with adversity through my time at Charlotte. Like that was like my focal point on just when something hard happened, this is how you handle it. And I mean, every situation is different, but I always go back to that situation, because when a lot of people not getting playing time, what they do now, they hit that portal.
They
hit that portal.
In a heartbeat.
And for me, I took pride in that, because I never wanted to get in the portal because of playing time, because obviously it's something that I'm doing, and it's proof. Film don't lie. So when you can literally watch that film, and you can literally see your mistakes, like, okay, this is why I'm not playing. Like, okay, this is why. When you can take that and sit with it, you'll be fine.
You said a lot of this was during in the beginning of your years, correct?
This was like beginning, middle, for sure.
Okay, so in a sense, we already know, we go way back. So we both know we both had some messed up knees, man.
Okay.
So during that time, I truly do relate, because freshman year, I didn't play because of the ACL. Okay, going into sophomore year, I was the sixth person for our point guard that we had. And in that time, I learned so much just from watching and not being a negative Nancy, being like, dang, I ain't getting no PT. Like, I'm getting put in the last 2 minutes.
Man, and a lot of people don't understand how that really affects your mental, how it affects your confidence. Like, it's brutal. But I had a trainer, DeWan, and so my timeline, first year didn't play for injury, I redshirt. Next year, I started the season. I started like the first few games, but COVID, I wasn't really comfortable playing with it, so I didn't play at all. So I was a regular student going to Charlotte. I would go to the games, this and the third.
Oh, you dropped that out.
Yeah, I couldn't work out at the facilities. Like, I literally stopped playing basketball. unless it was on my own. Yeah, unless it was on my own.
Okay.
So during my opt-out year, I was training. At first, I wasn't even training. I was just chilling. Like I said, this is my time to be
a regular
student.
We've never done that.
So that was my time to really figure out who I was outside of basketball. I was still close to like the administration, like basketball admin, like our sports athletic director and things like social athletic director, just so I can figure out my voice. I was still active in like the SAC, like the athletes. I was still active in that, but when it came to any physical doing the basketball, unless it was on my own, I couldn't go to facilities or anything like that. So that was that year. Then that third year is when I started playing a little bit, but that's the year when I was being negative. So I got the chance to watch, and I'm still like, man, like I'm not playing, but I mean, I knew I won't play, and I watched the film. But in my head during that time, I'm still one of the best players out here because when I'm in COVID, like I'm working out with the wine. We every morning we work. I can go something. Okay. Doing it every morning, like we working out, like getting to it. So that helped me with my confidence. So when I came back and I'm playing, I'm like, bro, like why am I not playing? Like, you know, like I'm saying this to the starters, like I can beat you like one on one. Like, but the starters, like some of the starters with me, they was like, oh no, you're not playing that. But it's not. They knew, like they knew, and I'm like we can lace up anytime. Like, and I was about that for real. Like during that time, like. But then I was just like, there's other things I need. Yes, my skill set is there, but my IQ wasn't there. Can I get a stop? Like, am I giving up as many points that I'm getting? So it's just like had to like really think like a coach. Like, am I a liability on defense, but I can do great on offense? So it's just those things I started looking at those things like, okay, I see why I'm not playing. And then we had a great team. I mean, that's the year that we won the conference championship. So, I mean, we had a great team.
She got a ring.
We got a ring. So I was like, you know what? Maybe she do know what she's doing. I'm really not. But we got a ring that year. So that year just showed how adversity hits, but if you work, it will pay off in the end. Like that 1 year changed the trajectory of my whole career moving forward, I would say.
See, you brought up another point that really emphasizes with me specifically, because everybody in the world thinks that putting up the most points is the most important things or getting the most rebounds. I mean, yeah, okay, cool. That's great, but you gotta level that self out on both ends of the court.
For sure.
Because just because you can score don't mean that you're a good defender.
Even if you know, like, this is what I tell myself. Because sometimes I just have bad days where I just can't defend. Like it's just
that like, be a full opposite. Me is putting the ball in the hoop.
It's just, and some days it's just not there. Like some days, like some games, it's just not there. I don't know if it's focus. Like I'm still trying to figure out, like, is it focus? Is it physical? Is it mental? A lot of people say it's mental, but basketball, it's a domino effect. It's literally. But just contain. I have learned if you can just contain the person, make a pass or miss a shot. That's it. But also, like, nowadays, these girls gonna make tough shots. They're gonna make tough shots.
No matter what you're doing and how you're
playing. You're gonna get scored on here, and you're gonna get crossed up here and there.
You're
gonna get your shot blocked, especially if you're Peyton Tiger. You're gonna get your shot blocked a few times.
Okay, do I hear? Why?
But it's just like you have to. I think now a lot of younger players need to understand that you can stop the ball. Your longevity on any team, the offense is gonna come. And that is the offense. You can develop offense easier than you can develop defensive, just footwork, diving on the floor, like that effort, taking charges and things like that. It's hard to teach that. I think you have to teach that at a very young age because these girls right now, they too pretty.
You think? Wear the full face of makeup.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Hooping? I would
never play with a hair down? No, man.
I would never understand. I don't knock it. I don't knock it.
It's
but playing with a full face, you about to go run up and down the court. Yeah, you about to go run up and down the court. Your makeup gonna be running when you sweat. So like, just play without it. It's cool.
I get it.
It's
for sure.
But yeah, I think defense is something a lost art. But I feel like it's picking back up here and there.
Yes. I do feel, especially for players that aren't so high end on the scoring part, like, if I can't get that right now, let me just hone in on the defense.
That's it.
That's being scrappy. That's how we was on the court.
Literally. And that's the secret now. Like, a lot of players, I even had that same mindset. The only way think about it. If you're not starting, it's because the scores are mainly in the starting lineup.
Yes, of course.
Like the scores are there, and you got a couple that's in the game because they can score too. But majority of the people that's in the game are role players.
Yes.
You're only gonna have 1 to 3 scores, and then if whatever. So the other ratio is just role players. Who's gonna get the rebounds? Who's gonna down on the floor? Who's gonna get a stop? Like
it's all about role players.
It's literally being that blue collar player. Like a lot of like you said, a lot of players, and you got to go out there and score 50. Your shot is not gonna fall all the time. It don't matter how much you in the gym, you still gonna shoot. You can have a rough shooting day one day, and you can't do nothing about it. But you can't let that affect your game,
right?
Yeah, or your confidence for sure.
So going forward, you did play overseas. So kind of tell me a little bit about that, because obviously it's very different from playing in the States.
For sure.
So adversity is probably at its top peak.
For sure.
So tell me a little bit about that.
Overseas was a very interesting experience. I appreciate the experience. I learned a lot. I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to play in a different country.
Right.
A lot of players don't get to experience that, and a lot of people don't even get to leave the city, state that they're from.
Right,
so,
right.
I started in Kosovo, a very small country, like right next to Albania and Serbia. Started there, had a really good career there, and then I was unhappy just with the overall professionalism, the business aspect of it all. So I asked my agent, look, I don't mind staying here. I would thug it out because I love my team. I had great Americans on the team. Yeah. And it wasn't bad. I mean, the cost of living there wasn't as expensive as here.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, man, I could I could go grocery shopping for like 50 euros for a week. Like, I'm straight. Like, and then I got 2 meals a day. So it's just for free. So it's just like I was I was saving so much money, man. I was living it. I was having a good time, though. But then I got an opportunity to go play in the first division league in France. Now that was tough just for me. The transition was tough.
Yes.
I'll talk about basketball in a second. Yeah. Overall, France was amazing. I mean, the city I was in, it was amazing. I was like an hour from Paris, so I would go to Paris almost every weekend with my teammate. We'd go to Paris just to eat food, like just to get a good meal, or we just go to Paris to have a good time, go to a bar, scenery, like just to explore. I think also the accessibility that you have to travel to other countries for not as much money. So I was able to visit Spain. I was able to visit, where else I go? I went to Spain once. I went to, for basketball, I went to Germany, Czech Republic. I went to Albania for vacation. So I was doing a math. I literally went to like 7 different countries for basketball and vacation. So like, it's so much you can do. Basketball wise, like I said, Kosovo, I had a really good career. I started playing the Euro Cup, so that was a good experience. And then transitioned to the French League. That French League is tough. Like that French League was tough. And then transitioning in a position that I don't really play much as the point guard. So
you did have to
transition. So I'm playing a point guard position. Not saying that I'm not. I just have to. That's one level that I know I need to improve on, because for so long I'm on the wing.
Yes.
So long I'm getting a bucket. I'm scoring So for so long I've been just play the 2-2-3, go get us a bucket. So now in my career, because of my size, a lot of coaches and my agent wants me to transition more to the one position, like a scoring point guard. So that was a challenge for me in France, just getting the hang of that. The physicality is a whole it's a different breed. It's a different breed out there, but the competition was amazing. If I had the opportunity to play in France, the first division, I would definitely do it, just because that's good basketball, good competition. It's a great league. You travel around France as well, so that was cool. So I think overseas, you have to have an outlet of some kind, because you get lonely, man. You get lonely. You like in France, I was staying in an apartment by myself, so it's just like, man. When you just sad and you dark, it's at night and
you stuck with your thoughts.
Man, you literally stuck. I'm stuck in my thoughts in another country. I'm 6 hours ahead, so it's just like
nobody to talk to.
Nobody. So in the mornings, like we didn't have morning practices. Like in the mornings, that's the time I just spent to myself. I tried to journal, get into my Bible, get into my devotional a little bit, just a release. Just you need something. You need something. But yeah, so I actually just signed a contract to go back overseas.
Going now?
Iceland. We're going to Iceland.
Girl, I want to go there so bad to see the Northern Lights.
Yeah, so I haven't even told anybody this. So
I love this. Won't be posted for like 2 weeks, so we'll put it on
breaking news report. But yeah, I just signed a contract to go to Iceland. So, and I looked at that. I said, this looks like a mental reset, because I feel like right now that's exactly what I need in my career. It's just a mental reset. Yeah.
So kind of bringing it a little bit back to obviously overseas in that area. So being African American woman, you are no longer, well, we're always going to be a minority, but this is like an extreme different amount of minority.
Right, overseas, for real.
You ain't got nobody for real. So I have also been to a few of the countries that you named. My experience was a lot of staring. So how did you kind of deal with that? Like we said, reactions, you know?
I'm a chill person.
Right, okay.
When it comes to stuff, because they looking at me like, I'm new to their country.
Yeah.
Imagine if we see an alien walking around on our street, we'll be staring too.
Yeah.
So in my sense, as a black woman, I'm an alien to them. Like, they don't see this on a day to day. So like, to me, in my head, I'm like I'm walking in their territory. Like, this is I'm a visitor here. Like, I'm in their lane, their turf, their sacred land. And regardless, if I just do or say anything, I'm at a loss. Regardless, I'm lost from the beginning. So I'm just gonna shut up and mind my business. Like, if you mind your business, I'm gonna mind my business. You can stare or you won't. Just don't say nothing. Don't be rude. Don't be disrespectful. Keep your remarks, and then we'll be cool, steady.
Okay.
So I really didn't. I really didn't get into it. Like, they would stare.
Yeah.
If it got a little obsessive, like, I would stare back. Just to look like, like, you've been staring for so long.
And you're not gonna speak.
Exactly.
If you say something,
exactly. Ask questions. Yeah. So like, I don't know, but the kids though, they will like see us and call us N-words though. Like, we can just be walking down the street and the kids, they'll be just randomly calling us N-words. That was funny to me, because just like, they don't know no better. Yeah. Like, you have to be taught that.
You do.
You have to be taught that, so they don't know no better. Like, that,
I guess I would let it slide.
It's kids, so they don't know no better. You just gotta let them be. I would literally laugh at them. Like, I would be so weak. Like,
so, in terms of basketball, international to in-states, what are the main differences that you see?
I would say the speed, physicality, and overall, like, what am I trying to say? Strategic plans in a way. I think over here, that's not the word that's coming to mind. I'm gonna explain it. Like, overseas, I feel like it's more IQ based. It's more fundamental. Okay. I feel like in the States, you rely more on skills. Yeah. Like, your athletic ability. Like, go get a bag as you can. Yeah. Overseas is go set this screen and find this read. You get what I'm saying? So like, I felt like the game is faster but slower in a way, because like, we have, like, overseas, like, this was my biggest thing in France. I'm so used to setting the screen and creating and boom, but we're gonna set a screen, we're gonna make this pass to get this look. So it's just like, we had like, you do that here in the States, but half the time we're just setting one ball screen, we're getting through, create, 4 out, 1 in, like, you go one pass or a motion, like we do that. But in France, it was more of a, let's get this direct look. It's a lot more IQ based.
So you really truly put both sides of your game, like, combined into one.
I'm still, like, this is something that I'm still trying to get the hang of when it comes to just being a point guard. Like, just, because I play I'm used to the two. So at times I play so fast. At the one, I have to slow down because I have to read, and I have to read what's going on. I have to react. I have to make a play call. I have to tell you what you have to do, and I got to think what I got to do.
Gotta direct. So,
at the 2, you're telling me what to do, and I know what I got to do. Okay. But at the 1, you're the one that's making the shots. So it's just like, that's something I'm still. I mean, I've done it before, but not at this level. So this is just something that is going day by day. Something I'm giving myself grace with. Yes. I have to remind myself, it's only my first year pro. Yeah. It's literally only my first year pro. So.
Yeah. So do you kind of, I'm sure I know your answer, but in terms of preference, 1 or 2, since you kind of started to realize what a 1 really consists of, since I'm point guard, you've always been 2, everybody know point guard is probably one of the hardest spots. I did not care what nobody said.
No,
you really have to be in control of everything. So yes, I know you're gonna probably say 2, but
I think once I get this one position down,
okay.
I think I would like the one more than the 2 because I have the ball in my hands a lot more.
Yes, it's the ball's in your court, literally.
Exactly, but for me, playing with such great point guards, I want to be able to play make for my teammates.
Yeah.
I want to be able to. I'm at the point in my career where everybody knows I can score the ball.
Yeah, for sure.
So
they kind of expect that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's just like now, let me play make for my other teammates. I think that's a part of my game that I'm expanding. I want to continue to expand. So, but I think once I get this one, maybe like a scoring PG, like when I I played with Georgia Amore, and that's the best example I can give you as a scoring point guard. I mean, look at Olivia Miles now. Like scoring point guard, so I can see myself in the future becoming more of a scoring point guard for sure.
So we already know you know in the pro era and everything, but have you ever thought about maybe getting further into the pro, like WNBA or?
I thought about it. It's something I think what a lot of people don't know, or that's something I just been battling with is my confidence. Like,
really?
Yes. A lot of people wouldn't know that, but I think just because like going to UNC Charlotte was fine.
Right.
Going to Kentucky and then going into pros is like I had a school where for a few years I knew exactly what I was doing. Now I'm at a point in my life where each year is different.
Yeah.
So now I have to keep adjusting to different systems. So it's just like when I went to Kentucky, that confidence battle was rough. I think it was rough just because like I don't know, it just get into my what does Coach Brooks want from me? Eventually I figured it out.
Yeah.
But like it's just like what am I here to? What does Coach Brooks want from me? I know what I'm capable of doing.
But what's the role you need me to?
And I'm the type of player I need you to tell me
straight up.
Tell me straight up. Like that's the type of person I am. You can call me ADHD on the space, whatever. But listen, I just tell me what it is. I don't like to guess. I don't like to do none of this. Tell me straight up. I'm not saying not at first. Like he made it clear along the way. Yeah. And just me developing my game and things like that. But like that summer working out, I was just like, I don't know what he wants from me. And then like we started preseason. I had a few games. I'm watching film, and my coach is like, "You see how many points you're giving up? Like we want you to shoot those shots. We want you to do this, do that, do that." So I would say like throughout my time at Kentucky, my confidence got better for sure. Okay. But in the beginning, it was rough. Just finding that. Going to Kosovo. During the Kosovo time, my confidence was high. I was playing great. But then France, okay. Confidence is a little
we back down.
Okay, bad. It's just like I just can't figure it out. Like, dang. Yeah. And then people gonna talk about it. Upshot. I had the opportunity to play. Had the opportunity to play with Upshot for a little bit, and not being able to get in a groove with Upshot as well. I'm like, ugh. Like I know what I'm capable of, and everybody else, but I'm not playing like that. I'm not performing like that. So it messes with your confidence, but. I think you do is get in the lab and get better, and just it's great to have people around you that's honest with you and that can keep it a buck with you, whether you're in the highest highs or lowest lows. And I'm glad I have those people in my circle. So yeah, just confidence has been a battle that I've been consistently battling with for in this moment, in this time.
So obviously, like you stated, it does weigh on the mental.
For sure.
So I'm sure faith probably keeps you going as well. But is there anything else besides that really truly helps you get through these days?
Yeah, like you said, faith. Just knowing God has a plan bigger than mine. Just like my shirt, God's plan.
That's plan. Okay.
It's always His plan. Having the people around you, my supporters, my families, my people that I keep in my circle, I don't know what I would do without them. Like they literally keep me going on a day to day. And just knowing that I also know that I'm more than just a basketball player. And I know, and I also know that every room, every team that I played for, I left my mark on.
Oh yeah.
So it's just like whether I was dropping numbers or not, I left my mark on the team, the coaches. So it's just like that's something I know. You can't take my character away from me.
I was just about to say that personality gonna come through.
I would say that personality is gonna come through every time. So like opportunities come and go, but who you are will really show people like your professionalism. They'll show people that okay, like even though this didn't work out, like networking, they got you in the back, or if your name may come back, get a different opportunity.
For sure.
But you just gotta keep, like we said earlier, nobody cares. Life goes on. Like, so yeah, character, man, your character is everything.
You sparked my next question. So, who is D-Law outside of basketball? Because basketball is not life.
Man, basketball is not life.
Yeah, it's like ball is like it's not.
Yeah, basketball is not life. It takes up majority of my life. But I mean, I feel like D-Law is still trying to figure that out. I mean, you know, being 25, I just graduated school, so I'm real fresh out school. Like I just got my master's, so you know, I'm just D-Law still trying to figure that out. I mean, with playing professional basketball overseas, only being home for the summer, trying to figure out if I even like that lifestyle. Like, like if this something, how long am I going to do this?
Right.
Like, you know, I have responsibilities that I want to take care of. I have people that I want to be around for a longer term than I am overseas. Like, I just have family that I want to see. So for me, is basketball really worth it in the long term? And I think that's what a lot of people, that's something I'm still trying to figure out. I'm going to play basketball. For sure. It has a timeline for me. Yeah. And I will be the person who determines the timeline.
See, that's realistic, though.
Yeah, for sure. But at the same time, I'm still figure out who I am, because when I'm done, I want to already go into something. I don't want to have an identity crisis when basketball just ends. You know?
Okay, now know what you about to do.
Okay.
Like you said, life don't stop.
Exactly.
The bills still gonna come.
Exactly. So
for sure.
I can see future me owning a few businesses, getting into that, using my master's in the. You know, I want to get into sports, but I just don't know, like, a thing like the athletic director or like sports operation era and that. People say I should become a coach. I don't know if I want to become a coach.
I don't got patience. I know that from the get-go. Like,
I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna say I don't have the patience. I don't know. I feel like that's something I'm still debating. It's up and down. A lot of people say I should become one, but we'll see.
There's a lot within sports.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
I played, but baby, I was only playing for 4 years. I was not even taking that last year. I didn't know that. Got my master's, was a regular student.
Okay.
And I'm still in the sports era.
Yeah, I mean, so, I just love it.
Ways. Yeah.
I love being around sports. I love basketball. Like, I love basketball. So, I'm whatever it is, I'm figure it out.
Yeah, for sure.
And give them all.
Okay. So, speaking of all that, I'm sure you're gonna say your family, but who is your biggest influence?
You said like a family, my mom for sure. I think she's one of the strongest people that I know. Other than my mom, I don't know.
Yeah, all right.
I always say my mom.
Yeah.
But I heard it's this song, and it's by Russ, and he said like my biggest influence is my potential self. So the person that I can,
like that.
Yeah. You see. So the person I'm becoming, that's my influence. Like every day, like if I want to be a better me tomorrow, then that's gonna be my influence.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask you where you see yourself in a year, but we know that now.
I mean, we don't know. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you when I'm gonna be next week. Like the way life going, shoot. Last week I was just. We ain't gonna say okay. Nah, we can. If you want to go into it, we can. I don't mind.
So, yes, we're gonna go into it then. You did play for the Upshot League, one of the women's new pro league in Charlotte, in different states as well. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the record was not looking great for Charlotte. For sure. You know, and I'm supposed to be not biased, but since I'm from Charlotte, I try to root for my Charlotte people. So, what was the disconnect? Why couldn't the team really get things together?
I think it's the first year league. Everybody's trying to figure it out. I mean, coach is trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure it out. Everything is new. I mean, the refs still trying to figure it out.
No, seriously.
I mean, like the refs are still trying to figure it out. So, I mean, a lot of those games we lost in the fourth quarter.
Right. Yes.
Just like intensity at the end, or just not making the right plays, decision making, and things like that. So I would say that probably caused just not showing up at the end, not showing up in the fourth quarter. Just, I'm not gonna say getting winded or getting tired. We just didn't make a lot of the right plays.
Decisions.
Yeah, just small detailed decisions at the end, and we just couldn't close.
So you also played in another league, Queen City Pro Am. I also do the media for there as well. So I've seen you play. I've seen I've seen you play for years, so I know your game.
Literally.
But your team, CJ Foundation, did end up winning for the women's.
Yes,
so
yes.
What did that really mean to you, considering that was your coach at Mad Creek?
Playing to be able, first of all, for him to have a team. I knew right then and there that I was going to be a part of it. I didn't get to play the whole season, but I played when it mattered the most. I played in the final, in the semifinals, and the championship. So just to be there, be a part of the team. Thankful for the players who got us there, for the team who got us there. But being able to represent Coach CJ, because he did so much for the Charlotte community. I can't just say basketball, just for the Charlotte. He's a Charlotte legend. So to be able to represent him, I would represent him any day of the week, anytime, just because of the coach that he was, the father figure that he was for me and a lot of my teammates. Like, if it wasn't for Coach CJ, I wouldn't be here in my career. Like, those hard days in Charlotte, like, Coach CJ was there. Like, if I needed a gym, he would open the door. Like, you need to have a conversation. A lot of people know this as well. Like, there was a point in my career, I think it was like my junior year, like Coach CJ would come pick me up from school every morning. Just because, I was going through things like with my family, so I moved in with my godmom was scrapping in. So he would come, just to make sure like I was able to go to school, go to practice, after games he'll take me home, like. Yeah, so anytime that I can represent any of my coaches that I played for, especially Coach CJ, it just hits different just because he poured so much into us as individuals, as we were his own kids.
Yeah.
I would definitely do anything to pour back into him, his family, and his foundation for sure.
I love that. So the last question to kind of wrap everything up. Yes, we're talking about, what was the quote from Russ?
I get my inspiration from my
future self.
I'm gonna find it and send it to you.
You're gonna have to do that because my next question based off of that. I want to put that on the camera. But so in that aspect, what about on the reverse side? Looking back at where you started to now, it's been, I know, a whirlwind. But at the end of the day, you're here. You've made it thus far. So what do you want to say about this?
I'm just grateful. Like in moments like this, like just recently getting cut from a team and now you're trying to figure out what's next. In moments like this is where you have to sit down and reflect where you've been. So for me, it's just sitting back and looking at my career, looking at my journey, just looking at, I was once a young girl who had a dream of playing professional basketball. And I don't even know if I answered your question about going to the W. I said maybe.
No,
but if the opportunity was to present itself, I feel like if I was really to focus down and be like, my goal is to get a training camp from the W, then yes. But in my head, going back to the confidence, I don't feel like I'm there yet. I don't feel like I'm ready yet. So when I feel like I'm ready and at a point in my career when I'm like, okay, I can do this or I'm ready to do this, then yes. Like that would be the next step in the phase for me in my career. So go back to that question. But I think just now, just looking at where I'm going, giving myself grace, being grateful for everything. And sometimes you just gotta remember who you are.
Yeah.
And that is still in there. You just gotta, different phases of your life requires different versions of you. So right now I'm just trying to learn what version I need to be.
Right now, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So now and one thing that you just have to do in these moments is just get uncomfortable. These are the moments where you have to do everything that you don't want to do. Like, I don't want to go to the gym all the time. It's just, I'm being honest. Like, I want to go to the gym all the time.
You want to be with your friends at least.
Not even that. Sometimes I just be wanting to chill at home. Like, I'm really a homebody. Like, for real, you got to catch me in those moods. Saturday is probably the only day I'll be in the mood. But like during the week, I don't want to, unless it's chill vibe. I don't gotta do too much.
Right.
You know, the scenery is cool. I'm a cool person. Now we ready to get wild. You know, we ready to get okay. You know, we got them nights. A good day party on Sunday.
Not on a Sunday.
Day parties on Sundays are the best.
Okay, I'm not even trying that out.
No, day parties on Sundays are the best. For sure. But back to the question.
See,
I can't ever be serious with you. So back to the question. Just looking back at that little girl, and I know she'll be happy, but just looking back at where you were, all the disappointments that you didn't think you was gonna make it through, and you did. Like, that just gives me more motivation and more discipline to really lock in and do what I gotta do.
You know, anytime I really look at you now, it just reminds me of when we were younger.
Man.
With the little puff fro, like that, with the little ponytail, with you had a little sister like.
Man, the little braids.
The little braids.
With the cut to the side of the afro.
Blonde afro.
The blonde.
Yeah, you do so many changes.
That was living wild, man. Not even for real, but like, I just got bored. Mm-hmm. And I think now I'm learning to be okay with bored.
Right.
I think when I was young, I just wanted something different. I need something different. I was never consistent. Like, everything just needed to change. Right. But now, I'm getting older now.
Okay, you content.
Yeah, like, I'm just working on me. But I got my circles, my close-knit, and just chilling.
I feel that.
For sure.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Y'all heard it here first. Make sure y'all tune in next time on Plays with Pay, where hustle turns into highlights.